No, I'm here. How's it going? Yep. Gave you the location, the name of the game, and the password. Nope, you just gotta search for the name of the... You go to games. And there's Mando Panda, one word. And you just search for that name and it'll come up, and then you just join it, type in the password. Yeah, I was worried that you can't do that password. We're in trouble. All right, I'll assign you a color. There you go. All right, apparently the mission start didn't deploy for whatever reason, so I'll show you where you start. Huh. You can deploy your figures to any interior space. Yep, any of the interior spaces. Can it let you readjust after I read the rules? I'm better now. Yep. All right. No, but last week my internet wasn't working on this computer, so that's why we couldn't play. All right. Some mission briefing. Command has assigned you a brutally simple task. You are to cause a diversion, allowing another team to investigate a facility under Wise's control. The instructions from your commander were clear. Don't jam or cut off any signals, she told you. If they send any calls for help, good. If they don't, then you didn't make enough noise. Considering the sheer amount of Imperial weight now bearing down on the compound, you've certainly succeeded in making enough noise. After removing the Imperial presence from the facility, you made preparations to defend it. Many of the doors are sealed off, barricaded against the possibility of troops coming in another entrance. You're expecting they'll try, but hopefully your hasty fortifications will hold long enough to keep their numbers manageable. The mission tokens represent captured sites. At the end of each round, if an Imperial figure occupies a tile with a captured site, and there are no healthy Rebel figures on that tile, that site is secured by the Imperial player, and he claims the token. The doors are locked. An Imperial figure can attack a door with a health 6 and a defense of 1 black dice. A door adjacent to a Rebel figure does not block his movement or line of sight, so you can move through a door and shoot through it. Now, no, they're locked to Imperial figures. I have to shoot them. When a Rebel figure is adjacent to the door, it does not block your movement or line of sight, so it's like it's already open for you. The mission ends at the end of round 8 for the Rebel victory, or when the Imperial player secures 4 captured sites, or when all heroes are forced to withdraw. Rebel players deploy their figures in any interior space. And that's all the information you're supposed to know. It sounds like you might have cheated. Yeah, kidding. All right. So you do have some crates located in several of these rooms here that you can get. You can't stand on the tokens. The tokens just represent that tile belonging to a room. No, but the tokens do stay where they were. So I'm gonna lock the tokens so we don't accidentally move them. And then your figures can be in any square in any interior room. And remember, these doors do not block your line of sight or your movement. So you can stand next to a door when you're adjacent. You can shoot through it and shoot Imperials that are trying to break through it. And then if I somehow find another way in, well, I'm not going to tell you how that works. So, but you do know your ranged figures could easily shoot any Imperial figure that approaches these doors. So are you happy with the placement of your Rebel figures? Okay. So with that, I proceed to I have no optional deployment. Threat level is 3. So the threat will go up 3 every turn. And yeah, rebels always go first. Kind of, yeah. If I have an Imperial figure in this room and you do not, I claim that tile. And if I claim 4 of them, there's 5, I win. If you make it to the end of round 8, you win. If I cause all your heroes to withdraw, meaning I double hit them down, I got it. Go ahead and we didn't shuffle that. I'm gonna shuffle quick. And go ahead and draw your first card. Just one. Grappler arm. You want to draw a different supply card and exhaust your smuggler's luck. All right. All right. So we'll put an exhaust token on it. It is now exhausted. Draw a new one. Hey, missing key. Keep for the whole campaign. If you find the locked chest at some point in this campaign, you get the special reward of a Hondo's treasure, which is basically at any point during any map, you can deplete Hondo's treasure and completely cancel or throw a dodge up, which means you won't take a hit. This whole campaign. You keep this key, and then if you can find the locked chest, which is also on the supply deck, 1 in 26 chance of getting, you will then get Hondo's treasure. Hondo's treasure is like the white dice. It has the dodge ability. You deplete that card, and the hero that's defending an attack dodges the attack. All right, so you still have 1, 2, 3, 4 movement points left on Jin. Right there. Okay. I will go ahead and activate my Imperial officer, who will order my E-Web Blaster to move 2 spaces. And then he himself will also move towards the E-Web Blaster. He's got a movement of 3, 4. And he will stop right there. All right, now it's your turn. So Jin has gone. You still have these 3 to go. Oh, there is a 4th supply chest right here. I just noticed that behind the door. All right, go ahead and draw a card. That goes out to Vento. Vento is right here. Yep, and so you want to use that every single turn, the exhaust portion of it, and then stack up those shields every turn, every activation for Vento. So you definitely want to use it this turn and give Vento a. Does it say another friendly figure or a friendly figure? So you can give Vento a shield, a block. And then you just got to remember to exhaust that card each time. So leave that there. We'll lock that. Yep, and then he gets a block on his card. So that was 1 movement point. So he still has 3 movement points left. And actually, he's got shot on the run, so you got a +1 to his speed. So you should actually get 4 movement points. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and activate my stormtroopers. All right. And I'm also going to use one of their leader abilities once I get them close enough. So this stormtrooper is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and order this E-Web blaster to move another 2 spaces. Right there. And then the stormtrooper is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. All right. That's the stormtrooper's activation. I'm going to get in there. Right. All right. Let's see. You're lucky. I forgot to deplete my card. Ah, I was gonna make my E-Web blaster focused. Yep. Messed up. You're not gonna get a crate? Uh, I figured you would have started her in there if you wanted to get her up there. All right. All right. Well, you do you. Go ahead. Okay. My E-Web blaster is going to activate and shoot twice at the door. Blue, yellow, and red. All right. So you roll black dice for the door. Your doors. All right. Here we go. First attack. That is 3 damage, 2 surges. All right, so then I will add a damage. So make it 4. You block 2, so the door took 2 damage. It still has, I think, 4 health left. Shooting the door again. All right, same story. Oh, that destroyed the door. First door is gone. But Imperials have not entered the base. All right, with that, he's exhausted and you can go. Vento already went. All you have left is Drocata. You take a chest. You could get that locked chest if you get it. All right, Dracada's taking the chest. Yep. Adrenaline stem. It's pretty nice. Way over here. I'll put it on him. Okay. That is the end of round 1. And I get 3 threat. I can deploy something. Doo-doo. And I will. I'm deploying an Ugnaught. An Ugnaught. All right. I'm refreshing my cards. And rebels always go first, so who's going first? Okay. All right, so 2 strain. So you used a move to get there, and then you're using 1 action to attack. You do not have to be adjacent to him to hit him. You have reach. Well, you got to be at least 1 space away from him. So right there, you can hit him. So that way, you've only used 3 of your movement points. Unless you want to be adjacent to him, you're more than welcome to. All right, so I have no dice, so whatever you hit with. That's a pretty decent roll. So you're going to do 3 damage or 2 damage and a stun? 3 damage to him. All right, that's your turn. You still have, I think, 1 movement point left to move back if you like. Can I do the +1 movement? So you can move right here. You didn't want to move diagonal? You want to move sideways? Okay, just checking. All right, so we got 3 damage on my E-Web Blaster out of 5. So I'm going to go ahead and just have him order to attack Dahlia twice. Well, he's going to die next turn, so I might as well use him up when I can. Ready? Block 1, so Dahlia is going to take 3 damage because I have range. Because I get the +3 accuracy, +2, that's 5 spaces away. So you'll take 3 points of damage, and then I will use my Recover 2 ability. So I'll heal 2 damage off of my guy. And then he'll attack again. And that is 4 damage and a surge again. You dodged it. So that I will use that surge then to recover 2 damage. Healing him completely. Like he never even took any damage. Alright. That's turn to you. Alright, so you're using a move action to move there? Okay. Attacking the E-Web. Alright, I get 1 black dice. Rolling. All I did is cancel a surge. 2. You need 3 accuracy to hit me, so you'll have to use one of your surges for accuracy to do 1 damage to him. All right, so he has 1 out of 5 points of damage. Nope, you moved. You have 1 attack. So now you've moved 2 spaces. You still have 3 spaces you can move. All right, that's 2 spaces to get there. Yep, that'd be 3 spaces. All right, that's your turn. Jin has activated. Flip her activation token. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and activate my stormtroopers. This stormtrooper in the back will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and shoot Dahlia. And she can't see me. Yep. That's a blue-green against Dahlia. I will keep that roll, doing 4 damage to Dahlia. And then this guy's going to go ahead and move 1, 2, 4 right in front of that stormtrooper, even closer to shoot Dahlia. Shooting. Oh, I have your dice selected. There we go. Nice. All right. So you dodge that attack. I can't use that surge for anything non-combatant wise. This guy's going to go and move 1, 2, 3. Shoot Dahlia. I haven't lost yet. I'm going to re-roll this 2 for squad and didn't help me. So 3 damage, block 1. Dahlia takes 2. You're supposed to be putting the tokens on her. You're supposed to be dragging them onto her. All right, so I did 4 damage. You dodged that attack. My E-Web Blaster did damage to her. Did it not? How much damage did my E-Web Blaster do? I believe it was 4 and 3. Yep, so I just did 6 plus I did 7 before. That puts her to... Hey, I want to be sure to drag these on there. That puts her at 12. I believe that flips her. She is no longer healthy. She's wounded. But she gets her health back. All right. And I'm going to spend 1 more movement point to get right next to that door. Because he still had 1 movement point. And that's my turn. So you can have Vento or Dracata go now. Who are you pointing at? So Vento cannot shoot through a solid red line. You would need to either... I believe you have line of sight to this stormtrooper you can shoot. Okay, I roll black dice. That's fine. I'm stealing your black dice. Cancel surge. So 2 damage to the stormtrooper. Correct. You remember you can use strain to move if you need to. But he was too far away, I believe. So. All right. So you did 2 damage to him, and don't forget you have your shield generator or shield pack became unexhausted on his turn. And there is no other figure within your line of sight, so you cannot make this stormtrooper suffer damage for your ability. But you can exhaust this card to give any figure within 3 spaces of you a block. Would you like to do that? Dahlia now has a block that you can use on a defense. All right. My Ugnet's going to go. And he's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right next to that Imperial officer. And then he's going to spot weld a junk droid. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Gotta give you targets. All right, with that is my turn. Junk droid has gone. According to this, she did. It's Dracata that hasn't gone yet. Oh, don't move doors. I got it. So he has a movement of 4, I believe, right? Yep. So he can get. He was right on the other side of the door. Or where was he? So he can go 1, 2, 3. He can get right here. You certainly can. It's a blue red. Oh, I just need a black dice, so hopefully I roll a 3. I rolled a 2, which is not enough to not die. That stormtrooper is off the board. For now. All right. And that is Dracata's turn, so now my Imperial officer will go. Let's see here. My Imperial officer is going to go ahead and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, right here next to this E-Web blaster. I'm going to deplete my Inspiring Command and make the E-Web blaster focused. And then I'm going to go ahead and order the E-Web blaster to move 2 spaces. Right there. It's working. All right. I gain 3 threat. It is the end of round 2. And at the end of round 2, something happens. For every troop that you cut down, which is only 1, it seems as though 3 more take its place. Though the pressure continues to mount, the base is still under your control for the time being. The Royal Guards come out, and threat goes up 5. And the threat went up 5. Loaning. Another one there. And then I will resolve an optional deployment and put out my Trandoshan Hunters that you picked. Yo, you picked, remember? That's all random. I don't get to pick what guys I get. You do. And I put them right here. Okay. And with that, round 3 commences. Oh, did I reinforce my 1 stormtrooper? Nah. I have a plan for them. Round 3. Rebels always go first. Okay. Remember, you do not need to be adjacent with Dolly. She has reach. Zoom in. Yeah, you want it right there. All right. Taking the E-Web. All right, rolling. Block 1 damage. So you can stun him, or you can use those surges to heal your strain off your character. Okay. And then +1 damage, I take it? Okay. So you are not strained anymore, and he takes 1 damage. You moved. Now, if you want, you could use strain to move. That's where you spend a strain, surge or a strain, a blue token to move 1 space. That is an ability you can use for all your characters. You can do it twice per activation. Okay. No, what I mean is instead of using a move action, you could have used a strain to move 1 space. If you use a strain to move 1 space, you save your action for another attack. So you get a good. Okay, just stay in there. Alrighty then. Activating my E-Web blaster, shooting Dahlia twice. I am focused for this attack, so I get a green dice. Not that that really helps too much in this attack. 1, 2. You dodged it. All right. Well, I will heal 2 damage with my surge and attack again. Not focused. That is 5 damage to Dahlia. Let's make it 4. 4 damage. Oh, you can spend a block to cancel one of those damages. Okay, so that block cancels 1 of the damage. All right, and that is my E-Web blaster. He's fully healed. Mm-hmm. He can recover 2 damage for every surge he rolls. Well, per attack, once. All right, but now you can pick your next hero to die. Just kidding. Mm-hmm. So you got Jen, who is in a position where she can't use her ability. Vento, who also needs to have line of sight on other figures to use his ability. And then you got Drakata. So where was Drakata? He's right here. Yep, so you can use a movement to go 1, 2, 3, and yeah, you could go there and shoot him, or you can go here and shoot him. Okay. So that was 1 movement action. 1 action remaining, so all right, he's gonna roll defense. 1 block. So you can spend that surge to do an extra damage so that you'd actually hit him. Okay. So 1 damage to the E-Web blaster, and that is his movement and his action. So now it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and double move this Stormtrooper. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna double move the stormtrooper. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This site is now secured by the Imperial forces. I claim this token. It's as soon as I claim it. So remember, if you have no rebel figures on the tile that I step on, then I claim it. Oh, there's no doors over there. They went to a dead end. I only needed to move one of them. Haha. Well, no, no. Once it's claimed, it's gone. So now you keep me from claiming 3 more or gain. All right. That's my stormtrooper's turn. I screwed that up. I did not need to move both of them into that room, but I did. Your turn. So you have Vento and Jen who have not gone. Okay. Right there. Okay. I am going to go ahead and activate my Imperial Royal Guards. All right, they have a movement of 5. They're going to double move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One's going to go all the way here, and the other one's not going to go as far. He's going to guard the E-Web Blaster. When a Royal Guard is adjacent to a figure, they gain +1 block automatically. And that is my turn for the Imperial Royal Guards. He did. All you have left is Jen. Now, she is the only one currently that is healthy on this tile. Dakota is not on the tile. Dahlia is on the tile, but is not healthy. So if you move Jen off of this tile, it's mine, and I am now 2 out of 4. Jen cannot see either one of these stormtroopers. She has no line of sight. Nope, this is a safe space for her to go to. This is a safe space. You just cannot move here or here. Royal Guard. Yep. You could even technically move here and go after the other Royal Guard, but you can go after this Royal Guard if you want. But up to you. Going after this one? Okay, roll on my defense dice. And I roll black. 2 blocks for me. So 1 damage to him. It's going to put it on that tile there. It's 1 damage. All right. So, and did you really want to use a move action and not a strain to move? Are you sure? No. When you move to this space, you really want to use a move action for 1 space. I'm asking you, is that really what you like to do? Because you could just instead use a strain to get to that 1 space, and then you get another attack. Okay, so you're going to take a strain and attack again. Okay. Jen has green. So roll 2 green dice for her. Nope. It's fine. Well, I blocked 2 of your 2 damage, but you got a surge, which allows you to either spend it for damage, or you can spend it to heal a surge off of you. Up to you. Okay, so you are no longer strained out. Okay. Let's see here. Who hasn't gone today? My Trandoshan hunters would like to go. They're going to move 1 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right up against the door. And shoot the door. So that is for the Trandoshan. I get a +1 to my attack results. And I roll a blue-green. Rolling. That's 5 damage. You block 2, it takes 3. Alright, the other Trandoshan is going to go ahead and move. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not adjacent, so it does not get the +1 damage. So it's going to roll again. That is 3 damage. We blocked all 3. So no damage to the door. It has 3 out of 5 health currently. The Trandoshans have gone. And then you have no more rebel figures to go. So now my Imperial officer will go ahead and go. He will do a move of 1, 2, 3. Right here. And I will go ahead and shoot Dahlia. Blue, yellow. That. All right, with a blank, I'm going to be doing 1 damage to Dahlia and focusing my Imperial officer for its next attack. So my Imperial officer is now focused. And last and least, my Ugnet will activate, which activates my battle droid, or my junk droid, who will do 2 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So junk droid is all the way inside here now. Ugnet's going to go ahead and do... Probably just should stay out of battle, I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I can get here and shoot Dracata, corner to corner. So I'm going right there. And that's his 2 moves. What? Oh, good. All right. This is the end of round 3, and I'm going to do one of 2 things. I am going to remove 1 door off of the map, and each hero within 3 spaces that door will suffer damage equal to the red results. So I am removing this one because it's going to hit all 4 of your heroes. Bye-bye, door. And let's roll a red dice. Hopefully. No, I get to roll red dice. That is 3 damage. No, 2 damage to each hero. Every hero within 3 spaces, which is all of them. Yeah, Dakota's 3 spaces. So the door was right here. So 1, 2, 3 spaces. So everybody was within 3 spaces. So like if he did a move from it, 1, 2, 3, he's within 3. It's not line of sight, it's just within 3 spaces. Think of it as a giant explosion in the facility. But it only targets rebel figures, so go figure. The threat increases by 3. The round is now 4, and I'm not going to deploy anything. I'm going to refresh all of my cards. And then all your guys are active. Who's going first? So I want you to be aware of my Imperial guards move a speed of 5. They double move. I can easily get into here. I can easily get into here. All right, so Dahlia is attacking. All right, I roll a single black dice. That's okay. All right, I blocked 2 of your damage. So he takes 1 damage. So now he's at 2 total damage. Yes. Mm-hmm. Attack again. All right, roll my black dice. 1 damage blocked. You have 2 surges. So you can spend one of those surges to add a damage, and then you could also then stun him. So he loses an action. All right. All right. Oh, you're off of YouTube now. Oh, I gotta get you off of YouTube really quick. A lot of trust here. All right. My turn. My Imperial office guards are gonna go. The first one is losing 1 action, and instead we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and claims that token. I now have 2 tokens. I don't know where my second one is, so I hid it from you. So I got 2 out of 4. Now my other guy's gonna go. Move 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is a different tile. With that, I claim that token. And now have 3 out of 4 of my tokens. You don't hate this game, you love this game. But I'm playing on easy mode. You're doing fine. You should be using more actions and less, or you should be using more strains so you can do more attacks. All right, remember, I don't have any figures on this tile this turn, so if you move Jin off of it, you don't lose it. But if you do move Jin off this tile, and I move 1 figure here, it's mine, and I win. If I wound Bento, this one's mine. So basically, you're defending these 2 tiles from me at this point. You got to keep me from taking either one of those. Nope, you've only had Dahlia go. Okay. He has Dakota has a blue red against my black. That's a 3 block by my end, so I block all the damage. All right. Only a 2 block that time. All right, so you did get at least 1 damage off on me after the block, and you have 2 surges, which you can use to either heal the damage that you have currently on Dakota, or you can use it to do a blast 1, which would hit Dakota if you did that, but it would also hit my Imperial Officer and my Ugnut. All right, so you'll take a damage, but then you can use one of the surges to heal the damage. And then my Ugnut takes a damage, my Imperial Officer takes a damage, and my E-Web takes a damage. All right. Well, it only makes sense to activate my E-Web now because he's getting attack. And I can only attack Dakota, so he's the only one getting hit. So roll your defense dice. All right, so Dakota's going to take 3 more damage. And I'm going to attack again. All right, I didn't heal anything, but I did 5 damage, so that's 4 more damage to you since you blocked 1. That puts Dakota at 9 total damage. 4 more damage, and he is wounded. Okay. That's my turn. Nope. Because there's solid red lines right here. Imagine that this is a wall. You'd be able to see the Imperial Officer from that spot, so you'd be able to shoot. So if you do a single movement right here, 1 movement, which you could just use a strain to move, and then you have 2 attacks you can do. You can attack the droid or the Imperial Officer, or both if you kill one. All right, my Imperial Officer gets a white dice. It has nobody next to him to give him. Oh no, he's got a reroll too. So I'm gonna roll my white dice and see if I want to reroll it. All right, I cancel the damage and cancel the surge. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that just to see if I can do better. It's the same, so 2 damage to him. That's enough to kill him. He did. Imperial Officer is off the board. All right, you have 1 more attack left. You can spend a surge to move here 1 more space, and then you could attack the E-Web Blaster. Right here. So that costs another strain. That's your max you can do. You can do 2 strains to move up to 2 movements. And then you can shoot the E-Web. I got it for you. All right, E-Web. 1 block. Come on, let's see what I get. I rolled a triple block. So you can't do any damage to me. So I would recommend spending that strain or that surge to heal strain. Okay. All right, that's Jen's turn. Dakota's gone. Dolly's gone. So you only got Vento left to go. My Trandoshans are going to go ahead and go and try to blow open that door. The first one that's adjacent is going to go ahead and shoot to get the +1 damage. That is 5 damage to that door. It's blown open. Another door is out. 1, 2, 3, 4. think that's their max movement is 4. Yep. And this Trandoshan is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's too far for me to hit, so he's going to move again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's nice and adjacent for next turn. All right, my Trandoshans have gone. I believe you only have Vento left to go. Okay, go ahead and attack. Yep. 3 block. So you attacked with the trigger pistol. You can re-roll all of your attack dice if you like. All right. That did worse, but you still have a surge to heal a damage off of your character. All right, you have your shield pack. Would you like to use it to give yourself a block and deplete it to give another person a block, or just keep it around? Okay, and then keep it around. All right, so Vento has the max blocks that he can have, which is 2. All right, now it's my turn. We're gonna start with these stormtroopers who are gonna move back out of this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's gonna shoot Vento, I think. Three damage. Vento gets a white, so you blocked with 1 damage. Did you like to spend your 2 blocks to cancel the other 2 damage? All right, Vento no longer has those 2 stored blocks, but took no damage. My other Stormtrooper will double move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh no, and then he'll stop there. Order this Trandoshan to go ahead and move. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I exhausted my field officer ability, and my Stormtroopers have gone. That leaves only one group left, which is my Ugnaught, who will shoot Dakota. Blue, yellow. Nice. All right. Can't use that surge for anything. There's no ability for me to spend it on. So then he'll move a little further away. Oh, you doing? Now my junk droid's going to go ahead and move. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And shoot Vento, because he can attack. It's just a green dice, but he has an automatic damage. All right, so that's 2 damage. You blocked 1, so take 1 damage to Vento. All right, and that is all of my characters. End of round 4, something happens. The pressure rises with each passing moment, but you're informed through your comlink that the other strike team is nearly finished. A detonation resounds through the corridors, originating from somewhere within the compound. It was only a matter of time before they try to get in another way. But you curse your luck all the same. You just hope the explosion doesn't mean they already breached the compound and are flooded inside. Deploy the reserved stormtrooper group and increase threat by 3. An elite stormtrooper group comes out. Which, based on the flavor text, it would seem that they would just deploy out, but all right. I am placing them on the only active deployment, which is way the heck out here. That's okay. They can get in like one turn. All right. And threat increases again by 3. Plus my normal threat of increase by 3. And I'm going to go ahead and deploy another Imperial officer back out onto the board. He is not focused. Oh, remember, you only picked 2 of my groups, and you knew what groups they were. And you just don't know what these cards are, which come standard with the map. All right. Round 5 begins. Mm-hmm. This one? Okay. She has no strain on her, so you can use 2 strain filler. Nope, you can't do that because she's been flipped to injured. But you can use 2 strain to move her there so that you can do 2 attacks. Okay. And he is a black. Rule it. 1 block. All right, so you can add a damage to that to make it 2 damage, so you do at least 1 damage to him. I would not recommend stunning. You'd probably rather heal, but it's up to you if you want to stun him or not. The reason you don't necessarily want to stun them is because they don't need to move. They're in a perfect position to kill. You can do 2 damage and heal, or you can do 2 damage and stun. All right, so you heal strain off, and then he blocks 1 of the 2 damages, so he takes the damage. All right, so now you can attack again if you like. Okay, rolling again. Blocked a 1. So in that case, you have a strain and 2 damage, so you can spend the surge to add a damage, make it 3 damage. And I block 1, so he takes 2. Is he still alive? Yes, because they have 6 health. Yes, half his health gone. But with that, my Trandoshans will now go. They do activate within line of sight of Jen, so she can pop if you'd like. So you can spend 2 strain to interrupt and perform an attack. All right, 2 green dice. All right, so that's 2 damage. You're gonna have to spend 1 of those surges for an accuracy, so you can actually hit, and then you can spend the other one for a damage. And then I roll defense. I block 2, so 1 damage, and you can spend a strain, or you can move 1 space if you like, because you did a damage to him. Okay. And then I'm going to finish my attacks against Vento. He suffers a strain by me declaring an attack within 3 spaces. I'm going to put that on him right away, and then I'm going to attack. I did 3 plus 1 damage because I'm adjacent. So 4, you blocked 1, so that brings it back down to 3. He takes 3 damage. All right, doing another attack with the other Trandoshan. And you take another strain. All right, that's 3. I did 2 damage, and I'm going to make him bleed. So he now has the bleeding condition. And he has 7 damage out of 11. Okay. That is my turn. No, Vento has not gone. Everybody else has. Yep. So you can, okay, so one strategy in this is you've got to keep your guys healthy. You can rest. So resting heals damage off if you don't have any strain to heal. So you have 2 strain right now. He's bleeding, so he's going to take a strain every turn you use a rest. But you might be able to get a lot of your damage off and then pump that shield generator. All right, so if you rest, you'll heal 2 strain and 2 health. And because you did not discard the bleeding condition, you take a strain. And then now you still have 1 action left. You can rest again, and then you take off 3 health, essentially. And you only have 2 damage. And now you can pump your shield generator on him to give him blocks. Do you want to deplete it as well to give him 2 blocks? Okay, so that card can no longer be used after you deplete it. And now he has 2 blocks. Okay. Let's see here. I guess I'm going to activate my normal Stormtrooper group. And we're going to... Well, this one in the back is going to move first, so he's adjacent to this guy. And I'm going to shoot Jin. That is... I'm going to re-roll this dice with my Stormtrooper training. It did not help. So 2 damage to Jin. That puts her at 4 damage out of 10. Or 11, because she's got the +1 health. Now the Stormtrooper is going to move right here, adjacent to Jin, and shoot. That's a good enough roll. I'll keep it. 4 damage to Jin. All right, all your groups have activated, so I'm going to go ahead and activate... Wait, no, that can't be right. Something's wrong. Did you not flip your activation tokens? Okay, so let's see here. We know Dahlia went, because she attacked. Then Vento went. So Dakota or Jin can go now. Yep. Who's going to go? So Jin is activating? Okay. Remember, she is heavily damaged. Just so you keep that in mind. So if you rest her, she will heal off the 3 strain and 1 damage. That'll bring her down to 7 out of 11. Yep. So you rest and attack 1 Stormtrooper. Okay. Go and roll your attack dice. Green, green. So neither one of those are going to help you. I'd recommend just healing 2 damage off of Jin for that roll. Because you can't hit me with. I have 2 blocks, but you can use those to heal. It happens. All right. Well, I thought my E-Web Blaster would have died by now, but he didn't, so he's going to go next and attack Dakota twice. Not focused. Rolling. That's 5 damage. You will take 4, which flips him, I think. You have not lost. Nope, he has a +2 to his health, so he's not flipped yet. And that would not make you lose having Dakota flipped right now. But I'm going to attack him again. I rolled 3 surges and 5 damage. So you do 5 damage. I heal 2. Now he flips because he is wounded. Okay. That is my E-Web's turn. Your turn. Dakota's left. That's all who's left. Okay. Blue, red. All right. So you got 2 damage on him after my blocks. I would not recommend using your blast because it does nothing but hurt Dakota. After my block, it becomes 2. So you get 2 damage. He's still alive. You want to attack him again? Yep. Rolling. That's enough to kill the E-Web. He's off the board. All right. That is your turn. My Royal Guards are going to go next. They're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Up in Vento's face and attack him. Ready. That has 5 damage to Vento. 4 damage to Vento. Do you want to use 2 blocks to reduce that damage by 2? Yeah, the Royal Guard's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attack Vento. Hopefully I get a surge out of this one. You dodged it. Alright. So no damage. That is my Royal Guard's turn. I will now activate my Ugnaught, who will shoot Jakata from where he is. Blue-yellow. Dealing 2 damage that you blocked, but I'm going to pierce 1, so he does 1 damage to Jakata. And then the droid will attack Vento. That is 3 damage to Vento. You blocked 1, so he only takes 2. That puts him at 6 out of 11. Alright, that's the Ugnaught and Junk Droid turn. I believe my Stormtroopers went. I don't think I marked them off. My Imperial officer will go next and order the elite Stormtroopers to move 1 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he'll move himself. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Speed 4. Stormtroopers speeds 4. That's my Imperial officer's turn. And then my elite Stormtroopers will activate. Moving him 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. He does have line of sight to Dahlia, and he will shoot her. All right, that is 4 damage to Dahlia. You blocked 1, so she takes 3. But I'm gonna risk it all. No, I'm not. That's good. Nah, that's pretty. That's a pretty good roll. And then these guys will double move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. And that is the end of round 5. At the end of round 5, something happens. I can choose one option. I'm deploying an ATSD to this point, I believe, right here. Because that's what. Yes. So now I have an ATSD to attack Dakota. And my threat goes up 3. I'm going to redeploy my E-Web Blaster back out for 6. Puts me down to 18. And we go to round 6. Mm-hmm. All right, so Dahlia is activating. Okay. She is got 1 strain on her. She's wounded. She cannot do that ability. All right. Okay. You cancel the surge if you get 1. You didn't get 1, but you did 4 damage to him. He had 3. He's still alive. He has 1 health point left. Okay. Canceling the surge if you get 1. That is enough to kill him. That Royal Guard is gone. Got him. All right, my turn. Trandoshans are going to activate. Attack Invento. He will take a strain. And attacking. Dodged it. Attacking him again with the other one. He takes a strain. All right, so that's 3 damage. You're blocking 1, so he just takes 2. Plus 1 because I'm attacking adjacent. No more block tokens. That is it for my Trandoshans. Your turn. You have got Jin, Dakota, and Vento. And you are just 2 rounds away from winning. Dakota's moving. Okay. Bear in mind, Vento is only like 3 health points away from dying. He is bleeding. So he's every action you take, he's going to take a strain. If you take 2 attack actions, he'll be very close to death. All right. So are you going to keep the bleeding condition? All right. So resting him, he heals 3 strain and 1 damage, but then takes a strain because he's bleeding. And would you like to rest him again or keep him there? All right. So 3 more damage come off. And he still has 1 strain. All right. That is your activation. I'm going to go ahead and activate my Elite Stormtrooper squad. This far back one's going to go 1, 2, 3, and shoot Vento in the face. Ooh, 2 surges. Dodged it. All right, well, you move out of the way. 1, 2. Shooting Vento. Going to re-roll this dice. It didn't help, so 2 damage to Vento. It's going to stay right where he's at, and this Stormtrooper is going to move right in front of him. And then shoot Vento. Yep. Cancel surge damage. So I got a damage and a surge plus 2 damage for that surge. So he's going to take 3 damage. Good thing you rested him. If you didn't, this would be game. All right. So now that Vento has gone, you got either Jin or Dracoto who can go next. You lose immediately if you did. Because there's 4 Stormtroopers on this tile. All right. Yep. You've got to defend these 2 tiles with your 2 healthy heroes. It would have been better defending a tile like way back here and here. Because then you can bottleneck it. But Stormtrooper. All right. 1 block. That is enough to kill him with 1 hit. Using that for a +1 damage. All right. Attack another Stormtrooper. Yeah, you can move. You can go 1 space, like right there. Yep. You're gonna go after the elite. Okay. I block 1 damage. So I would, if I was in your shoes, you could do 1 damage to him by spending 1 of those surges, or you could heal 2 damage off of Jin. Your choice. You end up. You could do a damage and heal 1, or heal 2. Up to you. You can heal 1. Yep. All right. So then he has 1 damage on him. That'll be his damage. Okay. I'm gonna activate my 1 royal. You know what? It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna activate my ATST. He's gonna shoot Dakota. But before I do that, he's gonna move. Nice block. 3 block. All right. So with the 3 block, I will do a surge to pierce 2. So you only did 1 block, and he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. Yeah. Yep. That's the ATST. Huh? No, that comes with the map. So Dakota's gonna take 5 damage. He's still alive though. All right. It's Dracoto, or my turn. Dracoto can go now. Do you want to shoot my ATST? See, what I would do is I'd probably try to kill that stormtrooper, and then I would have tried to hide Jen back here so the ATST can't shoot her. The stormtrooper. Okay, rolling. All right, I blocked 2 damage. Dakota rolls a blue-red. Yeah, that's enough to kill him. All right. Yep, you still have another action, so you can move Dakota if you'd like. Or you can rest Dakota, but he's not really my technical threat, but... So right in front of her? Okay. Well, you don't even have to use a movement for that. You could use a strain to move that, and then you could do a rest action and heal some damage. Okay, so then you heal 2 damage off, essentially. All right, my turn. All right. The Seaweed Blaster is going to move twice. Is that right there? Yep. And that's his turn. And then I get to go again. My Ugnet will go. He will have his droid attack you. Vento. That is 3 damage to Vento. That puts him over, and he is wounded. No longer. I'm gonna check one rule here. We might have played wrong. That seemed way too easy for me, but I guess it is almost round 7. Okay. Yep. With that, I do win. I do. I claim that token because you have no healthy figures on this tile. Yep. That's how I was just checking. Huh? Jen isn't wounded, but that's this tile that she's protecting. I only need to claim 4. I win if I get 4. I secured 4 sites. But do you know what happens at the end of round 6? Well, I will say I move all my characters in, so the Ogdet would finish his movement here. Imperial officer would order that E-Web to move 2 more, and he would move right behind the E-Web. And then my Royal Guard will stay where he is. Round 7, at the end of round 6. So you know I'm not cheating. Showing you the campaign guide. At the end of round 6, deploy Darth Vader. And here's Darth Vader. And increase threat by 3. And then my E-Web Blaster and Stormtroopers would both come out with them. No, that's exactly what he looks like. Yeah. But with that, you did get 3 crates, so I'm going to give you 300 credits because I always give you extra credits for crates. Because I'm a nice GM. So you got 300 credits for those crates. Imperial forces charge into the compound, and you are unable to hold them back any longer. Hoping the time you bought the other strike team will be enough for you quickly disengage. Luck is on your side. After you're extracted, a transmission arrives from your commander. She makes no mention of your efforts and instead focuses entirely on the findings of the other team. Wise is developing a weapon, she tells you, and High Command is very nervous about it. They're already clamoring for more information, so don't be surprised if you're called on soon. If 4 captured points were secured before the end of round 6, which it was, place the story mission card Fly Solo into play. The Imperal player receives 1 EXP and 1 influence. So we are going to be playing Fly Solo next for the story mission. And you get 1 EXP each plus another 400 credits. So you have 750 credits. And then, so we got 750 credits. Yep. You keep that. That is a Hondo's treasure, so I believe that is from Tyrants of Lothal. Well, I can show you what the reward looks like too. Yep. Yep. I was just going to show you what the reward was if you find the next chest. So this is the next card. Had you used Gen to open up a supply chest, you could have drew 2 more cards. So let's see what you would have got. The next card was Locked Chest. If you had gone for the chest, you would have gotten Hondo's treasure on the 3rd mission. You would have just looted that chest, you would have gotten that. It was on top. I drew it right off the top. So, but now it gets shuffled into the deck. So it's no longer on top. Sorry. Not sorry.